Hey YouTube, this is Rack City. I'm Paul.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is My Hero Academia. So, last time we had the epic battle begin between Lady Nagant sniping at Deku.
Yeah, I forgot that's where we were.
Snipey.
And that bomb blew the car.
And then, oh yeah, and then what's his name? Deku is decided, okay, I'm gonna go charge her, and now she's running away.
In the air, she can fly. Well, not fly.
Right, she has airwalk from the deposit.
Down payment.
For one.
He has flight. We have never seen him use that ability. So he's how many does he just have that are redundant that just sit in the back?
Yeah,
He floats, so which I think is like a glider ability, but you don't fall down. So I think he still needs the propel part of it.
I really do enjoy stuff like that, where it's not just I have flight. It's like we have
You
floats.
have to work with it.
Yeah, airwalk. Like none of those things let you fly. Just stand in the air.
Yeah, it's real cool. I love it.
And also, I forgot to bring it up last time, but how come he doesn't have any of the detrimental effects of having multiple quirks? So we know he's taken a lot of life enhancing and extending things, but how effective are those? Does he have like 20 life extenders and it only barely gets him another 100 years or something like that?
That's a good question.
I wonder if they'll bring that up.
You mean all for one?
All for one, yes.
Okay. You said he, and I was like, it doesn't sound like Deku.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that's an
I
interesting.
don't know. Well, he does seem to be like melting.
Well, yeah, I was gonna mention that. I was wondering though, wasn't that as a result of the first fight with All For One, All Might, that
The face stuff?
Yeah, the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the last fight is what he didn't get any extra physical damage, right?
No.
Right.
It's just he doesn't really care about appearance, I think. So he never got anything to heal that. But also he has some injuries that just can't be healed, which is why he's hooked up to the tubes. We had some commenters saying that they do believe it's along the lines of he can survive without those things, but they also don't want to just torture him. And it is a bunch of due process. Like they want the death penalty eventually, but it's not that they've been actively trying to murder him.
Oh, okay.
I had to just accidentally put the switch on. It's like I thought it was the light switch. My bad.
It's a giant red button.
Yeah, anything else before we get this?
No.
Alright, well guys, thank you very much for being here for another week, guys. If you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, but most importantly, stick around for the discussion. Good card. Oh, minions.
You figured it out. Oh, he answered, but he said the. Oh, he jumped out.
Oh, he's okay.
He is so good.
Is it? Right?
Oh no.
Gotta be there for him.
Ah!
あの子は私なんかよりもずっと多くを背負った背負わせた
僕あなたに何があっても一緒に引き上げます
それでも私を慕ってくれるんだよ
They're scared.
They feel his intent to kill.
Because I'm dead.
They're willing to fight to the death over this.
No. I think they were contract killers, but like by who? I don't think it's a direct connection to All For One. Most likely not. Like probably like the League or something, or even less.
Lady Nagant could have just gotten him.
That's true.
Because it's timed right to keep him separate from Deku.
Right. Oh.
Oh, another one.
No. Another.
酒の個性でサポートでもしない限り真後ろを取るなんて
個性で君の射撃範囲は格段に広がる
Which sucks.
Oh, cool.
距離が短い分連射されたらフォースでも
Oh yeah.
切れない
That's why he got hit by the second one.
全開
Oh. Ah, we're all learning about each other.
闇が深えな言ったのもう忘れた
Too much.
煙の出しすぎはリスクがでかいって
Oh.
相手はいわば高速移動長距離砲台煙から出た瞬間撃たれる逃げは失ったよ逃げません
Oh. What is he doing? What are you doing?
危ないよ
Dangerous?
推奨しない
Oh.
君のやろうとしていることはわかる
What What is he doing?
New power?
Oh, is he building it up?
Or static?
Oh, it's his quirk. Parallel processing. Fajin?
Oh.
What?
You're disgusting.
Yeah, he did. Fajin.
Having a whole
Yeah, I was
conversation.
gonna say. Oh!
Yeah.
So he's hurt?
Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh, did I go straight
Graze,
through?
I think it was a graze.
Safety commission.
Oh.
Okay.
超人社会の土台はヒーローへの信頼。それを維持するための歯車が私だった。私はまだ何もただ消えなかった。
Wow.
Wow.
表の顔と裏の顔、どちらもかければ
Wow.
立ち行かねえから。従った。従って。従って。あ、特別だぞ。
Oh.
めまいがした。
Yeah. So what do you do?
ハリボテだ。
Got her fancy house.
That has nothing in it.
犯罪者に仕立て上げ、それを狩ることで報酬を得ている。このヒーローらは社会的制裁を受けることなく、行方不明になる。
Oh.
そいつらをやれば社会はより良くなるのか。綺麗なものだけ見せ続けるのは洗脳と同じじゃないか。
ナガン、
先に何がある？
承知だとは思うが、辞職が何を意味するの
Oh.
か。
Wow.
会長、
Oh, he was the chairman.
あんたは強いね。
Oh.
当時の公安委員会会長を殺害。
Wow.
報道はヒーローと言い争いになり殺害したって。
Oh.
公安はそこでもハリボテを守った。
Wow.
中枢の揉め事、造反など見せられやしないのさ。返すだけだ。
The guy which was young
キ
too.
ラキラ輝く星だけを見せられ、また誰かが真実に蝕まれる。
Yeah, the girl lives by his
オール・
side.
フォー・ワンの支配
He
す
looks
る
like
未来
he was
その
the
まだ
one
い
who
くら
died
も住め
Recently.
るだろう。
Yeah. Yeah.
言ってんだか。ここから私のパターンを分析して。
She figured that out now.
白と黒だけじゃない。
Yes.
世界のほとんどはグレーで、不安や怒りが渦巻いてる。
Oh.
傷んだ上から蓋をして、結果中身は腐って牛が湧いた。
End result.
Yeah.
だからこそ、そこに手を差し伸べなきゃ。
Oh!
先
Why is he yelling?
What
Oh!
is that?
よな。
ごめんな。
Oh.
契約はとっくに履行したぞ。早く親父に会わせろ。
先ジャムるリスクを伴う
His
が、
parts.
ここからは弾速を上げる。
Jamming
Yeah.
with that.
最も嫌がることだ。それがどんな人間であれ、己の過失で死なれちゃ目覚めが悪いだろう。
Jeez.
Wow.
エネルギーを一時的に蓄積し、
Yeah.
Oh, so he was saving it.
撃たれてる間、
Oh, he was building it up.
足を曲げ伸ばししてた。
Wow. 45%.
15%。
Wow.
Outrun a bullet?
鉄砲よりも早く駆
Wow.
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh.
Full 100. Get back to you. Oh, and try it again. Outrun what?
Flying sidekick.
Manchester smash.
Did she dodge it?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. Oh.
Ouch.
迷いなく敵だと認識した上でまるでそうすることが当然かのように
He's a hero.
Yeah. The real stuff.
君のその右腕で社会をより良くしよう。
綺麗ごとに吐き気を催すようになったのは
Oh, they did cut it all the way off. Yeah, you guys were right. Oh, and he still saves her.
先に撃ったとは軌道がずれてたあなたが本当にフロアに来る
She wouldn't hit him.
Yeah. Yeah.
そもそも衝撃で僕の腰を撃ち抜いて終わりだったこれから照らすべき方向も分かるはずだ僕らと一緒に戦って
Come on, defect.
ヒーローのままで
Be a real hero.
白と黒だけじゃない世界のほとんどはグレーで不安や怒りが渦巻いてだからこそそこに手を差し伸べなきゃどんだけだよ
What?
緑や遺
She's cracking?
族俺は本物
Oh. Is she a bomb?
心ってのは流動的だ。
I did pause it.
だからちゃんと契約不履行の場合に
Dang. The moment she changed her mind. Oh.
His arm.
レディー・ナガン
You're the worst. That would be a nice time to use Black Whip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deku.
Finally, using the black whip. Oh. Oh, means they're gonna both
Just
fall.
go down.
Never.
されて終わりだあなたはヒーローレディー・ナガンだろ
Oh, so she can hear.
お前もろくでもないことたくさんさせられてきただろうに2ヶ月
2 months.
いないねはいボイ
Hi, boys.
ターゲット出てくること
Oh, good job, guys. Good job.
Other than me?
声をかけられていた
Oh, there's a couple of assassins.
君はなんでそんな顔でいられる
Is that the face of somebody who looks okay?
I was gonna say.
支えてくれる人がいた俺楽観的なんせ親父しかいな
Oh,
い
he probably knows something, maybe.
親父に謝りたい
Wow.
Oh, Deku looks
Oh, wow.
rough.
小さき黙ってろ病人め俺はその女に
You're sick.
エリちゃんにしてきたこと
Mm.
覚えてるそうだエリが
That's different.
親父を巻き戻して謝りたい人がいるんだねその気持ちをもしエリちゃんに向けることができたら
Why is there no nose? That's what I was
レディー・ナガンとの約束を僕が引き継ぐよ
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
リー・ナガンと自宅隊確保だ警察に連絡ナガンは救急に連れて行く緑谷君もひどい怪我をしてる一緒に病院へ
Out of this, and he's saving this one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
just getting worse.
Yeah.
Discussion.
Yeah, that was an amazing fight.
That was great.
Chef's kiss.
Loved.
Just hearing from last episode how no one's ever dodged 2 bullets and they could just batten one away. That's
He was
so
just
cool.
like the scene where there's just like a bunch of like purple lines on the screen. I'm like,
at the same time,
smashing the record, man.
and he's super like thinking. Like he's at the same time building up Fajin to use it later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that
And
was
he
amazing.
coordinated where she was based off the shots.
Yes, and he learned so fast. Like he tried the thing they told him not to do, which was to use all of them in parallel, and it was like he couldn't move when it stopped. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Still gonna use it in parallel, but just not all of them. And he was able to pull it off. Amazing.
It's incredible. And I love the idea of him being able to store energy because it's so much more useful instead of having to wind up for a shot every single time. Now you could just on the fly have basically a small little one for all burst.
Yes. So the combination of his 45% that he actually used of his power plus the Fajin brought him to full 100.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Now we can do a Popeye and like wind up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name from Hunter x Hunter? The guy who can every time he rotates his arm.
Oh,
just goes
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
from dodgeball episode. That was fun. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So what I found interesting is even though All For One sent him to go capture the target and bring it back, he never actually told her the extent of his abilities, what he could do, despite knowing that she would encounter these things. So I almost got the feeling when the bomb went off, I thought, was she not meant to win? Almost for a second there, but
It was just it was a safety net because I was sure like if all for one like suspected that she could defect, that he was gonna have some backup plan because I was like she's emotionally
A hero.
not just that, she's emotionally distraught, you can say. Like she's hurt, but she's not like completely evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She still held this contempt in her heart, which means she was changeable.
Yeah. She was just like down with the system.
Yeah.
For a better system.
yeah, but she didn't exactly know how to do it.
No.
I mean, she just shot up her office.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't really fix the situation.
Yeah. To me, that moment was just a moment of
She just snapped.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was a moment of momentary insanity,
Yeah.
basically, that she just experienced. Like when she's trying to shake hands with the kids and she just sees her own hand in a bloody mess. It's like she can't even in good conscience talk to these little kids. It just shows her mental state was not stable.
Yeah.
So that was just like a outburst.
We know that there's a few others that were told the same thing. I mean, I'm guessing they're also being told to go get Deku and bring him back, possibly. So if that is the case, and not just he's talking about League of Villains, it's almost like All For One doesn't want them to necessarily succeed. I'm wondering if this is all meant to chip away at his psyche. Because All For One, I cannot imagine he doesn't have like super genius IQ battle plan quirk. Because we've seen that. We've seen like the girl in that when they're doing the licensing thing, she could like drink the tea and get smarter. So there's quirks to enhance her intellect.
Yes.
The fact that as soon as he broke out of jail, it's like there's going to be a kid who's going to be looking for me in a couple of weeks. You can find it. Like, the amount of detail he was able to give.
He has stuff.
And he still didn't give the quirk info. He didn't give information about specifics of what to expect with him.
No.
So I get the feeling that it's all to whittle away at his psyche.
Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. It's a bigger plan. Like these people, he probably knows. Like these people he's sending after him can't capture him. If he could, from what he saw from the battle, which I'm sure he saw through Shigaraki's eyes, that he's formidable, even though he might not be the strongest. And I'm sure he estimated his improvement.
Yeah. And the fact he can give you anybody quirks, right?
Yeah.
So he could have taken any Joe Schmo who hates the system. Everybody in that jail probably would love to kill the system.
Yeah.
And he can give you anything.
Instead
he could have sent them, but he picked somebody who had a legitimate reason to be angry at Hero Society, who needed a voice, who probably would talk to the kid.
Yeah. And more and more you talk about it, and the more I'm like, he was so positive she was gonna fail. That his goal was not for her to win at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see some psychic shifting for Deku.
Psychological.
Yeah, not psychic.
Psychic shifting.
Yeah, he first of all, with dead eyes, talks to Chisaki, right? But then he, at the end, we see him like, Like his eyes are like on fire.
Yeah, I mean, he's talked about how his go-to solution isn't necessarily going to be to kill Shigaraki. He wants to see if he can help him a little bit. But All for One is a different story. It's like there is nothing redeemable he has heard about this man.
Yeah, and seeing what he did to his pawn. Just kill her.
Yeah. So we had that. We had the reveal of Fajin. I mean, do you have any thoughts on the quirk or anything like that?
It's like we mentioned before, super awesome for a quirk like Deku's, or like more or All Might's, the super strong one.
Supporty.
Yes, very supporty indeed. And hopefully, maybe that'll stop him from injuring himself so much. I don't know.
Yeah, since he doesn't, at least at this point, he doesn't need to use 100% of his quirk in order to get 100% power.
Yeah.
And speed. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine like a prime All Might with Fajin, like doubling his
Oh
powers?
my gosh, the world would move off its axis.
Would actually. He created different weather with a punch.
Yes.
He did.
That's still like my favorite thing that they ever did. It's like you punch, create a tornado, and then like the punch was so strong it unmakes the tornado afterwards. Bro, it's great.
We also had so we had a lot of flashbacks to her childhood, where they came up to her just like they did with Hawks. Hawks, they came up to when he was even younger, but she was a kid, and they said, "Hey, we can solve the world with that right arm of yours. That's a gun. Definitely don't mean anything bad with that." But she's a kid, so they know she's not going to look into it.
Yeah, that's true.
She's just thinking, "Oh, I get to be a hero." Yeah.
These people are actively seeking out who they can indoctrinate.
Yes, little children. Oh my gosh.
Because they know what they're doing is bad. Because if they approach an adult with this, they know they would probably say no.
Yeah, of course. Of course. They need someone they can manipulate.
Yeah, and train.
Yeah.
So she was sent to kill people who would have messed with the public image and the trust that between
the heroes. Yeah. So any heroes on the edge, in the black, in the gray, the vigilantes, anything that wasn't perfectly white in the eyes of the public, and that's what's created the I guess this disillusionment that people are going through now. This like hard turn where what do you mean you did not so good things? What do you mean you're human?
Yeah. What do you mean you're not perfect?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make perfect.
Yeah, and this over reliance on them, but then also this unreasonable expectation of them. It's like they expected them to stop Shigaraki in his entirety before he did anything. It's like they couldn't do that, but the world they knew, that is how it works.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm fascinated with how they're gonna tackle that after everything, or maybe during everything. They're with All for One.
That is, I think, that has turned into the main thing for this show now, is like the dealing with this moral dilemma. Like, how do you find the line, or is there a line? Like how do you deal with this as a government, as a people, in your mind, to consider like these heroes are human, fallible people that are gonna make mistakes, and you have to be okay with that. That they're gonna have to arrest a hero at one point. They're not perfect, and they're gonna fail, and
superheroes make super mistakes.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a bigger splash probably.
Yeah.
I don't. It's weird. It's not a dark show, but I feel like a proper ending for this is a sort of the world isn't okay, and it's always going to be like that. But now we know it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I want to see. Not I want to see. I'm now curious if the reason we haven't seen about heroes in other countries is because the way they deal with it would like clash with the way they deal with it in Japan. Because does every country have a hero commission? Is the media so locked down that they only hear about the good things out of the other countries? Like how does everyone else have this trust between heroes and the society and stuff like that? Because I mean, I do think the best thing that they could do is be honest going forward, but it is going to be a clash of function and ideal, because if they're going to be honest, there's going to be a lot more, like you said, in disaster reports of these messed up situations. But it will be a purer society in that way. But there's going to be more pain that people are going to have to just live with, that ever-present threat of somebody just going haywire. But do you trade that off for function and live in the lie? Because a lot of people will be comfortable living in the lie.
Oh yeah,
this is true.
Yeah, and I feel like people know, like when something is a lie sometimes. I feel like even the people now in this society they are, you know, broken out of this fantasy world, but I feel like deep down inside they probably knew, but they just didn't want to face it.
It's what Shigaraki saw when he was walking around on the street as a kid, all broken, and the lady was coming up, was like, oh my, don't worry, a hero will be here, and she just left.
Yeah.
And you don't look at that side of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty curious.
Fascinating.
And then we see Shisaki.
Just
Shisaki.
say Overhaul.
Overhaul. Yeah, thanks. Overhaul is, you know,
he's just
upset.
Hall
She's
now.
like, I've done my part of the plan. And because he was going crazy on the roof there. Like, what are you doing? There's a fight. You need to be hiding from the bullets. So he uses her. She uses him to try to distract Deku. And then we see the amazing movements that he does. But he's also still like, oh, I hate you, Deku. But I need to see my pups, please.
Shut up! I'm talking to the woman, the dead woman on the floor.
Yeah, I can almost respect All for One more than Shisaki in a way. He doesn't have a grander goal. Like Shigaraki, his grander goal is the downfall of the fake hero society. It's messed up. I don't agree with it, but it's a noble goal. You know what I mean? But Shisaki, he just wants to sell drugs, man. He wants to.
It's funny because it's true. That's all he did.
Yeah, and he tortured a little girl who was under his care.
Yeah, and we see that part of, he still doesn't like repent of that at all, because he's like, oh yeah, if I had Area, I could heal pups.
Yeah.
You know, he's not even thinking about, he hasn't learned basically. He's still in his own little world.
Yeah, and I was wondering if they were gonna put it on the table of, okay, if you want to get Pops back, we can have Eri heal you, and then as a part of the deal or something. But they can cut out the middleman. They could just have her heal Pops.
Yeah, I would not heal him. No, he, like we said, he hasn't changed his mind.
No.
He would seriously go back to his evil ways. So,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, if Deku wants him to have the feelings of to apologize to her, that Eri's traumatized by this man. I don't know that I want to show him to her.
Yeah, that is a factor.
Yeah, I think they kind of undersold how messed up that situation was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, I wonder how much Eri remembers.
Or really like has processed.
Yeah,
that
she
all.
is pretty young.
Yeah, because her body didn't age because she was rewinding every time he did something lethal to her, right? So I'm wondering if she literally doesn't have the memories of some of that.
Maybe.
Probably has some of it, of course, but
Yeah, I think she does, but maybe it's repressed a little bit because of the trauma or something.
yeah. So the deal on the table is he apologizes, even if he has to fake being sad.
Yeah.
And he can get to see Pops.
Yeah, I see him doing that, but
Probably.
I see Deku being like, not good enough.
Yeah.
Go home and then we'll try again next week.
It's rehearsals.
Yeah.
Have 3:00 rehearsals with Shisaki.
Yeah. And we also see Deku being like, I failed to save another. That's what I thought when you saw the
when
hand fade.
Yeah.
And he clenched his fist.
Yeah.
All for one.
Yeah, I'm just glad he did say I failed another, but I'm glad he's not fully blaming himself like some heroes and shows will do. It's like, no, All for One put a bomb in her. There's no way you could have known that. Just,
In fact, you did. The fact that she blew up was because you saved her in a way.
Yeah, you
technically.
saved her. She redeemed it.
Yeah, so I'm just glad he still looks at it as, I will have to do better, I can always do better, but he also doesn't burden himself with the guilt of I killed her.
Yeah. I just thought of one last thing we could talk about before we leave. Skinny man All for One still scared the crap out of some enemies
Yeah, he's
there.
using that staying power of just presence.
Yes.
Presence.
That was great. I love that.
I love it when they do that. But the fact that they don't overuse it also makes it incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad they left the scene.
Yes, you can just imagine. Yes.
Yeah, because he's also still frail.
Yes, he can't really do anything. He's just his mind is strong right now.
Imagine if they cut back to that scene of those two guys and like they tie themselves up.
They tied themselves up to save them. I was just thinking back and I realized All Might pulled up in the car that had the two through it.
Yeah.
Was it not on fire behind him?
Ah, yes.
Did it not explode?
Huh.
I don't think it exploded.
But what was on fire then?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
was on
remember.
fire?
if
Was it
on
not
fire.
the car?
Maybe it was just the bombed area because he escaped he escaped the bomb with the car. Mm-hmm. But then they shot things through the glass. That's what the holes were.
Yeah, that's how he escaped.
Yeah, and then he jumped out while the car kind of rolled, but I don't think the car exploded. I think that's what happened.
Then what was on fire?
Whatever the bomb hit. Because he hit probably some buildings or something. Because he avoided it.
Yeah, you could double check.
Nah, it's not that important.
No.
Yeah, I meant after. But yeah, I think that's it though.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, you can check the Patreon out down below if you want to see the uncoversion of any of our reactions, as well as other stuff that we can a whole week early. But thank you very much. We'll see you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons: Jesse Gallimore, Zoe Dawn, Hound of the Red Plains, Tyler Costin, and Anthony C. Klein.